What's up, fam? Welcome to another installment of TSE Unleashed. We in the building. Thursday edition, we in the building. Big ups to the family members on TSE Unleashed. I see you, fam. Had a little snafu. We back in this thing. I'm Big Q chiming in. TSE Unleashed, man. We cover all of the latest news of the day across the sports spectrum. Not just Saints talk, but a little bit of everything on this show. TSE Unleashed, we about to get jumping. Uncle Mozzie is not going to be on the show today, but it's all good. We're going to keep it rolling on this edition of TSE Unleashed. Big ups to Uncle Mozzie. Big ups to you as well, and all the family members in the live chat. Brother Jarrell, JT, Ryan, GM Kev, Jamal, True Louisianimal, Lee Wood, KB, Akula McGee, Joe Wiley, what's up, fam? And Eddie Dixon, what's up, Eddie? Good to see you in the chat, man. Appreciate y'all for being here. What's up, Daniel? I see you, fam. Thank y'all for joining us on TSE Unleashed. Now, of course, Thursday usually comes Thursday night football, man. And, of course, Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers are getting down to businesses, and as the Packers are 5-2, 3-away on the road, and San Francisco 49ers kind of struggling a bit with injuries and all kind of stuff. The C19, they're 4-4. What we looking at here, I guess, I mean, it's just strange, man, how this season is. But anyway, these two teams will face off tonight, according to what the information I got. I thought they might postpone this game, but they're not. Going into the Green Bay Packers averaging 31.3, but giving up 26.7 a game. The 49ers 26 flat, 21.6 giving up. And, of course, they're without Jimmy Garoppolo. They're without Kittle. They're without Coleman is out. You know, it's everybody that is somebody is out for the 49ers. And I think this should be a winnable game for Green Bay. Aaron Jones is questionable in the matchup coming into this one. But Aaron Rodgers, 164, 249, 1948 is what he's thrown on the year. 20 touchdowns, only 2 picks. Is Aaron Rodgers really, man, having a damn good year. Like I said, Garoppolo is out. Aaron Jones is questionable. He's their top back, 75 carries, 389, 5 rushing touchdowns. Mostert is no-go. Devontae Adams is their top threat, 43 catches for 502 yards, 7 touchdown grabs. And Kittles is their top star, so they're just banged up all over the place. Bosa, everybody missing. 49ers is a shell of them teams, and hopefully, you know, they'll get it together later on, but not after we stump them too later on in the season. But the Green Bay Packers, Thursday night football, you never know how stuff shake, but Aaron Rodgers and them should run away from this one. I'll just keep it real with you. All right, moving on to the next news and notes dealing in the NFL. It's strange though, man, isn't it? Very weird year, man. Very, very weird year. And also, the Panthers star running back Christian McCaffrey is getting ready. He is trending to return, according to Matt Rule. It's good news for me because he's on my fantasy team. Christian McCaffrey is headed in the right direction and get ready to get the matchup against Sunday's game against Kansas City, which they'll definitely need him for that. The team has until 4 p.m. on Saturday to activate McCaffrey, who has missed the past 6 games since suffering that high ankle sprain in Week 2's loss to Tampa. Coach Rule says he wants to make sure there are no setbacks in the next few days before officially committing to a return. But Rule likes what he's seen the past 2 days out of the league's highest paid back at $16 million a year. McCaffrey looked good today. Rule said he looked fresh. He looks fast. He recovered well from yesterday. I think they'll activate him. McCaffrey returned to practice last week and was given a destination to return, but wasn't taken off IR with only a couple of practices in the short week to prepare for that Thursday's game. McCaffrey went through his first padded practices since week 2 on Wednesday and showed no setbacks. He was making sharp cuts and showing great bursts of speed during the media portion of Thursday practice. He looks like Christian McCaffrey, said offensive coordinator Joe Brady. He says McCaffrey looked like the player that he was a year ago, who became the third in NFL history to have 1,000 yards rushing and receiving in the same season. And as far as the Panthers will use McCaffrey and Mike Davis, which is a solid replacement as the team went 3-3 with their star out, Brady says everything is on the table for sure. Moving on to the next topic of discussion, we're going to talk about the NBA player reps. That's right, the player reps expected to approve a deal to get started at December the 22nd for the NBA season. So the season's fastly coming up, fastly getting going. The NBA's top brass did not want to miss that slate of Christmas games, which they make a lot of revenue off. So they're striking a deal. NBA's Board of Governors and Players Association will hold separate meetings on Thursday, expected to culminate with an agreement to start the 2020 and 2021 season on December the 22nd, planning a reduced 72-game schedule, according to sources. The NBA's Players Association is planning to take a formal vote on the team player representation late Thursday, and sources told ESPN that everything is progressing toward an agreement on a pre-Christmas start for the season. The Players Association is holding team conference calls this week, including several on Wednesday that detail the discussions with the league on salary escrow for players in a range of 18% for the next 2 years. Sources said the team representatives are expected to approve the agreement. The league and players are still negotiating the escrow figure, according to sources. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver said the Board of Governors are awaiting a formal acceptance on December the 22nd date, and both sides are expected that that'll happen this week. So NBA season getting ready to get fired up once again, man, after the Lakers were able to win the championship. And man, I tell you, man, a lot's going on, man, in there. So the players want more money. We'll get going early on your date, but you got to up that money by 18%. How about that? That's not bad. And that's what you call leverage, my friend. And that's what you use. If you got the leverage and in this situation, you use it. If you got somebody that wants you to do something, you got to leverage it. You got to use that position to enrich yourself. Or, I'm not saying you can't do it as a charity either, of course, but that's a good leverage technique that the team is using moving ahead. So how about that? Also, other news, intriguing news as well, as just to talk about the NBA draft. Detroit Pistons intrigued by LaMelo Ball. He's the brother of Lonzo Ball. Of course, LaMelo is slated to be one of the top 3 picks in the current NBA draft coming up. He currently holds a number. Now, the Pistons are in line and are intrigued by it. They hold the number 7th pick in the upcoming 2020 NBA draft. And the general manager, Troy Weaver, says that moving up is definitely an option. One possible target has been trained in the team's backyard through the pandemic. Top prospect LaMelo Ball, whose mentor and manager Jermaine Jackson Sr. is a former Piston and Motown native. In October, Ball hosted a free basketball camp at Oakland Fieldhouse in Rochester Hills, Michigan, for kids from 8 to 13. Weaver says the Pistons plan on scheduling an interview with Ball soon to get to know him. Says, I'm always happy to hear players embrace our organization, our city that never goes unnoticed. I know people around him. The trainer is Detroit native, so I'm sure he's here for a while. You don't think for a second the Detroit native promoter and friend around him is influencing him to go to Detroit? You don't think that guy getting something for that? I'm telling you. Sources told ESPN John Gilverney that the Ball has already met with Minnesota Timberwolves, who are the number 1 pick. Their meeting happened in Southern California with the Timberwolves president of basketball operations. And of course, he's listed as a top prospect. So we'll see how it shakes, moving forward. And that's the name of the game, is leverage, baby, leverage. And of course, we ain't gonna hold you very long for this edition of TSC Unleashed. And we'll hit you with our final topic, Tyson Fury. That's right, Tyson Fury, who I just blasted totally in rankings. I stay riding on that dude. Such a cheater. He'll face off Ajit Kabayel, fight being finalized for December 5th. So they're kind of freezing out Deontay Wilder. It's his own fault. He should have done better than what he did. A fight between WBC heavyweight title holder and lineal champion Tyson Fury and Ajit Kabayel is finalized for December the 5th in London. The Athletic reported Fury, who's 30-0-1 with 21 knockouts, has been said recently that he wanted to fight on December 5th, but he didn't have an opponent. I just like to announce I'm definitely fighting December the 5th in London. Opponent to be announced very, very soon, Fury said in a video message posted on social media accounts, just working on some opponents just to let you know. And Kabayel, who's 20-0 with 13 knockouts of journey, last fight in July, unanimous decision victory over Lazardis. His biggest win was in a pros majority decision over Derek Chisora back in 2017. So this guy really hasn't fight anybody. Is a very easy opponent for Tyson Fury. And he's looking for, after this fight, a matchup with Joshua, the unified heavyweight champion and Britain superstar. So we'll see how that shapes. Also, more boxing. Shakur Stevens, one of my favorite young fighters, with Devin Haney, Terrence Crawford, the Charlo Boys, etc., etc. Shakur Stevens offers to replace Miguel Berchelt in December 12th, junior lightweight fight versus Oscar Valdez. The former featherweight world titleist Shakur Stevens has publicly offered to face his Oscar Valdez, the junior lightweight, on December the 12th. And Valdez's original opponent, Miguel Berchelt, tested positive for C19 on Tuesday. Stevenson, I wonder how many of these fighters who are actually failing, but they failing because of steroids, but they're using C19 as a bet to get out of the fight. I wonder if that goes on. Knowing boxing, it probably does. Let's keep it going though. All right, Stevenson, who's 14-0 with 8 knockouts, told ESPN he's informed his managers to inquire about the possibility of fighting Valdez in order to salvage the top-ranked card. He says, quote, I'm not saying he's scared of anything, but I don't think he likes my style. I think my style is too much for him. Stevens said Wednesday, I feel right now it's the perfect opportunity to fight him. Valdez has been in full training camp preparing for Berchelt, but I think he should have weight. Stevens is 23 and says he's good enough shape to dive into a 5-week training camp in order to prepare for Valdez. I've been in the gym staying in shape, so 5 weeks is perfect for me, he said. Valdez is 28-0 with 22 knockouts, was ordered to defend the WBO featherweight title against Stevens last year, but ultimately vacated to begin his journey at lightweight. Sound like you're running to me. Stevens is coming off a 6-round knockout victory over Felix Caraballo in the top-ranked bubble in June, and Valdez stopped Jason Velez in July via 10th round technical knockout in his first contest at lightweight. So Shakur Stevens is a beast, man. We'll see how it shakes. And it seemed like that kid running from him and probably won't give him that fight. But that'll do it for Ring Kings Boxing, man. We'll return with TSC with the Sports Coma later on today, family. As well, we'll talk about a lot of the Saints news. We'll talk about Drew's injury situation as they shut him down. All those people that want to celebrate the 40 attempts he was throwing a game and all this kind of old stuff. I told you. Use the running game, man. I know what I'm talking about. You can't have your quarterback throwing the ball that much and you're running Kamara into the ground. Use the other guys around him, bro. And that's what I was trying to say, man. But anyway, we'll talk about that on the new edition of TSC Sports Coma later on today. Please hit the like button. Please feel free to share. And we'll go all over the latest news and notes. So I'd like to thank all y'all for joining us. Thank y'all for joining us. Kai the Great. I see all y'all. Appreciate y'all for there. Hit the like, share, and I'll see y'all later on the Sports Coma. Peace.